Malaysia stands at a crossroads. We have been an independent country for over 50 years. We are a multiracial, multi-religious society that has a unique and constitutionalized method of accommodating the diverse economic and ethnic demographics of our society. We are Malays, Chinese, Indians, Orang Aslis, Ibans, and Kadazans. We are Muslims, Christians, and Hindus. A youthful, middle-income, developing nation that has been a model for many of our friends around the world. Individually, we pursue our beliefs, our passions, and our dream of a better tomorrow. Together, we share decades-long history of tolerance and mutual respect, the origin and ongoing strength of our freedom. Of late, however, Malaysia has become increasingly torn by the very thing that provided our independence and sustains our strength, i.e. our diversity. Much like the global community, increasing political and economic pressures and occasional self-interest have driven some of us away from the pursuit of mutual understanding and instead towards exploiting our society's differences for personal and political gains. In many instances, this is rural gamesmanship and ignorance. In others, it is something more ominous. The list of challenges we face can, in itself, be rather daunting. We have an opposition, a critical voice to any productive democracy, still determined to claim majority in our national parliament through the back door by encouraging defections from the winning coalition 7 months after the general elections. We have a traditional, perhaps overly so, media apparatus that the people don't find it credible on occasion. Our system of government and any who serves in it has come under suspicion and criticism, sometimes of the most offensive sort. We have a national security mechanism to protect the nation in times of extreme crisis, the Internal Security Act, but of late some feel the law has been applied rather erroneously. We are long overdue for a comprehensive look at the judicial and social reform and corruption enforcement. And like all countries, Malaysia is preparing for the aftershocks of the global economic crisis that may have realigned capital markets forever. Perhaps more importantly, there is an entire generation of Malaysians coming of age who knows nothing of productive discourse, compromise, or even win-win solutions. The ironic tragedy is that those setting the negative example for young Malaysians gain their skills and positions in a more accommodating and civilized era. Why they have chosen to take the lesser, easier path of hate and exclusion is, if not a mystery, certainly a discussion for another time. With all due respect to our guests from abroad, exacerbating these challenges has been a vast array of international observers and commentators calling for sweeping change without any depth of understanding of what that change might bring, or we would sacrifice in the process. I urge them to consider the lessons of colonialism and its demise. Lasting and positive change comes from within the community, not outside of it. One result of these ongoing challenges is a frustrated electorate that has perhaps matured at a faster pace than its government. Malaysia is fortunate that the electorate remains willing, within limits, to provide government the time to catch up. How do you establish a connection on a wide variety of issues, all of which are heatedly debated? I have chosen to follow the old maxim, which I've made some alteration. When the going gets tough, the tough gets blogging. I have started to blog in an attempt to bridge the gap between the electorate and the elected, and to establish an ongoing non-politicized discussion on the importance of unity in a culture rich in diversity. I began my personal website, onemalaysia.com.my. Bit of advertising here. Through this tool, we eventually hope to reinforce the roles of tolerance and understanding amongst our communities, and to highlight the value and importance of diversity in our evolving national identity.